Hi everyone, welcome back to Grade B. So this particular video is going to be a short video and this is regarding the Bullion Circular, right? So you all know that we have covered the Bullion Circular regarding the IFSCA examination, but a little bit part was remaining. And although I had given this particular part for you to understand, but still it was left, right? So around 5-6 pages regarding the vault manager, duties and obligation, maintenance of books of accounts, etc. These are the miscellaneous things that has been left. So that is why I'm covering this particular video in this format. Okay, it is going to be a short and quick video where I'll be telling you that what are the important points, right? Although there is not much over here, but still you can watch this particular video just for the sake of the pointers. So we all know that who the vault manager is, right? So we know that there is depository. You are the investor or trader, and here is the vault. So in the bullion market, nobody trades in the slabs, right? Physical format trading does not happen. You have to convert these bullion slabs into depository receipts. And how you can convert them into depository receipt? You have to deposit this with you have to deposit the bullions with the vault, right? And when you will deposit them with the vault will give you a receipt called as depository receipt. Obviously, first authorization by the vault, next authorization by the bullion depository, and that is how we get the bullion depository receipt, and on that we trade in the bullion exchange, right? So now in that regard, we'll get to know that what are the duties and obligations of vault manager. It has been told that every vault manager they shall adopt the principles of the good delivery prescribed by the bullion exchange. That means whatever you are giving. See, as a vault, you have to secure the bullions. So you have to ensure that what is the purity. Whenever you are giving it, there should be of same purity without any altercations in the physical bullion. Next is for compliance with the registration requirements, all the requirements that has been complied with. You have, see, when you want to operate as a vault manager, when you want to operate as a vault, when you want to open as a vault, there are net worth related conditions, right? There are qualification related conditions. You have to comply with all of that, and you will also have to appoint a compliance officer who will see that whether you are complying with everything or not. Now, what are the general obligations of the vault manager? They deal only in physical bullion, right? They deliver the physical bullion to the holder if he gives back the depository receipt. They have to maintain the quality and quantity of physical bullion which is stored in the wallet. The same bullion which has been provided to you, you have to maintain it as it is. If there are any damages which happen to the bullions in their storage, they have to inform to the bullion depository. They should not differentiate among the depositors. They should maintain effective control of all vault storage spaces. They should not sell, remove, dispose, or create any interest in the physical bullion which is deposited in their vault. Right? Every vault manager, before accepting the physical bullion from a depositor, they shall ensure that the physical bullion meets the technical specifications which has been specified by the bullion exchange. So you have seen that when we were reading IIBX, you have read about the products, right? I have told you about the products. Products also have the purity. What should be the purity of the products? How they are going to be traded? Like they should be traded in the electronic format only. That means bullion depository receipts only. So you have to comply with that. All employees, they are prohibited from disclosing any kind of information. If any dispute arises related to the technical specification, then vault manager will get it assessed through the recognized assessor, right? Now these are not very important, so you can skip it. Segregation of activities. Any other activity that you are performing should be totally separate from your business as a vault manager, right? So obviously you have to maintain the segregation for the roles responsibility. There are various kinds of functions that are, as a vault manager you perform, and maintaining a separate level of activity is always good. Now, maintenance of records and its reconciliation with the bullion depository. Obviously, see, depository receipts that the vaults are issuing, these are issued on behalf of bullion depository, right? So whatever vault is having the bullions in with them, they should reconcile with the depositories being issued in the records of bullion depository. Bullion depository receipts in records of depository and the physical bullion with the vault, they should match at all time, right? So vault manager shall maintain the following records. They will have the details about the physical bullions, right? So that the bullion can be traced back to original source. Suppose I have given the bullions to the vault manager, so they should be able to recognize that which is my bullion. Fine. Next is details of transfer, storage, delivery of physical bullion to the beneficial owner, any documents regarding that, KYC documents of all customers, creation, extinguishment of the bullion depository receipts. Extinguishment means suppose the investor comes and he wants to take back the bullion, fine, and he gives the bullion depository receipt. So you will take the bullion depository receipt, you will extinguish it, that means you will destroy it and you will give the bullions to the investors. Fine. Every vault manager shall preserve these records in the electronic format for a minimum period of the 20 years. So this is an important factor. You have to preserve it for a minimum period of 20 years. Next is the code of conduct. Not very important for you. You can totally skip it. Grievance redressal mechanism which shall be provided to the... See, code of conduct is very similar to the activities of the vault manager that we just read, right? So that is why I am saying that you can totally skip it. You have so much of the content, so you can obviously do not want to increase the content requirements for you. Now, next is the grievance redressal. So, vault manager shall put in place a grievance redressal mechanism detail also. Suppose if anyone is having any sort of problem, then they can contact. So, obviously, you have to provide a mechanism. So, through that, the people can contact you, people can register their complaints. And now, next thing, this is an important piece of information. You can remember it. Disclosure of information. So you have to give as a vault manager, you have to give a written disclosure to the authority. In what cases? If there is any change in the key managerial personals with 15 days of within 15 days of change, if there is any change in the ownership more than 10% within 15 days of change, you have to inform to the authority. Any change in the net worth quarterly basis, you have to inform, right? And if there is any dispute in relation to the physical bullion, then you will also have to tell this particular dispute to the authority. Any change in the location or the capacity of the vault shall be informed to the authority. So this is the piece of information which I'll give the star marks and you should remember it. Okay. Especially the above three pieces, the above 3 points, these are very, very important. Now, monthly reports needs to be filed with the authority for what? So, total number of bullion depository receipts that has been issued by the vault manager. Obviously, you have issued bullion depository receipts. That means you have taken what? Physical bullion. Physical bullion आपने लिया है और बदले में आपने depository receipt issue की है. Physical bullion stock positions against which the bullion depository has issued the bullion depository receipts. Aggregate, so you have to tell about the physical bullion as well. Aggregate market value of all physical bullion as on the last day of the preceding month. So what is the market value? That also you need to tell. Then we will cover the inspection and audit. Who can appoint? So authority may appoint any of its officers as an inspecting officer to see that whether books of accounts are being maintained correctly, to inspect into the affairs of vault manager, right? Notice before inspection. So you should give before conducting the inspection, the authority shall give not less than 3 days notice. Matlab at least 3 days notice should be given. Now notice also, there is also can be a situation where authority will not give any notice because it thinks that if it will give notice, then the evidences might be removed from the site. So it can do the sudden inspection as well. Both the powers are there. Fine. Now, what are the obligations of vault manager? Obviously, they have to provide all books of accounts, records, etc. if there is an inspection, right? If inspecting officer wants any other kind of documents also, then he can demand it. This inspecting officer shall submit within 15 days report to the authority. Okay, next is the appointment of auditor. Authority also has the power to appoint an auditor to do the inspection. Auditor shall have the same power as the inspecting officer, right? Although vault manager shall get its internal audit conducted, but if authority thinks, then authority can also demand an auditor to check the books of accounts of the vault managers, right? Now, next is what are the powers of authority if there is potential loss to the bullion depository receipt holders. If authority thinks that vault manager is not able to carry out its duty properly, that means they are not able to preserve the quantity and quality of physical bullion, right? So what it can take the necessary steps. In this particular case, bullion exchange shall immediately inform the affected BDR holders, right? So information is at most importance, and authority may appoint an external person to take the control, management and liquidation of the physical bullion. Now liability, what is the liability in case of default? So a vault manager who commits any of the following violations will be liable for the default. If you are not following IFSCA Act, if you fail to provide information, if you does not cooperate in the audit, if you fail to update your system, fail to resolve the complaints. So these are all the problems. If you are not able to work as per the rules and regulations prescribed by the authority, then you will be liable for that. Now this is an important piece which you should remember. Fees for vault manager registration. So there is a $500 fees on the application. After that, 5,000 rupees is a registration fee at the time of grant of certificate by the authority. It shall be paid within 15 days. After registration also, they need to pay 5,000 rupees every year to keep the registration in force within 3 months. Right? So within 3 months, they have to pay the 5,000 rupees. So you have to remember when you are applying $500, if your application is accepted and registration is granted, then $5,000, and after that every year you need to pay $5,000. And if there is a payment delay in payment of fees, then the interest of 15% will be charged. So this was it. This was a little piece of information that we might have skipped. Although there was nothing important, 2-3 points were important which you can remember that I have already told you by marking the stars onto it. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope your preparation is going great, and all the very best for your examinations.